Hello, reefers, and like always, I hope you're having a good day. So, as can tell from my videos, I talk a lot. I go into great detail, so I run out of time on my videos. So I've decided, I'm just gonna break up every subject matter about my tank into different videos because they all end up being 10 minutes, and I lie to you about what I go over in topics. So yep, you can see me. Hey, what's up, guys? I have a glare. I tried to shut the blinds, but it didn't work. So, I don't know, just deal with it. Alright, so today we're going to go over the corals. I'm just going to go from left to right, and that's how we're going to go. So let me just jump right into it. Alright, so we're going to start on this bottom left here. And I got some zoanthrids. Oh, for some reason my yellow tang loves to get in the shot. Alright, well, right there are some, I believe they're people eaters or man eaters. I always get them confused. Sitting on a little rock of the purple stuff. I don't know, it's the fake purple stuff. Was it like real live rock or something like that? I just had a piece of that laying around and threw it in there, and I don't know, it's kind of ugly in my opinion. I don't like the purple, it doesn't look like coralline algae. But yep, so since I had it in a Pico tank and it didn't like it in there. It was doing like really bad, and I switched over to my 65 and I threw it in here, and I mean, it's healthy, it's all expanded, but it doesn't really grow that much. I think it's grown one head in the startup of this system, so in 5 months, one head. I really don't like zoanthrids too much. Everybody that at my fish store, they go crazy over zoanthrids. I'm not a big zoanthrid guy, I don't know. They're not my thing, really. So stepping up, we will go to my favorite corals, the torch corals. These corals are probably my favorite. This is one of those corals that, got me into the hobby, where you walk into a fish store and you're like, what is that? I want that right now. So that big one right there is a electric green torch coral, maybe, I don't know. I got it with 4 heads, and now they're splitting, so it's probably got around 6 heads right now. I got it from uniquecorals.com. Most of my corals I got from them. Well, I'll go into a little, if I have time, I'll tell you my system of where I buy my different types of corals, whether it be soft corals, LPS, or SPS. But I got this at uniquecorals.com, and so did I got this one too over there. Now, this one I got is 1 head, and now it's 3 heads. And I got them about 2 months into my system, so in 3 months, they're already growing heads. I know some people complain about, slow growth on these guys, but I am not having slow growth. I don't even feed them. I mean, once in a while, maybe they'll grab something when I'm feeding the fish, but they really don't eat. They're not big eaters. I try to feed them, they just spit it out. This guy I got as an Indo gold torch, not the expensive Aussie torch. This guy was, I don't know, like 20 bucks from Unique Corals. When I got it, it was like almost a brown with white tips. So I don't know if that was the stress. I put it in my tank and it stayed like that for a month, but now, and I apologize, I don't have good colors on my camera. Maybe if I get a little closer. It's gold. It's like a darker gold. It's like highlighted with gold, and then the tentacles itself have like, it's like weird. It's mainly gold. If you like take a quick glance at it, you'd think it's gold, but it's got like this green kind of hue to it too. So it's like a gold green, and then the tips are purple, which are cool. So I don't know, I like how it changed colors on me, and I like the color it is now compared to before. If I had editing software, I would edit a picture of before, but I'm not that sophisticated yet. Hopefully I will be. And I said this in a video again, but if you have any video, like a video software you like, let me know. I really want to get onto that and make videos for you guys a lot better than what I am now. Alright. So up here is one of my first SPS colonies. I believe it's a Pocillopora. I might be just totally destroying that name, and it wants to focus on the background and not the coral. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a close-up because of this stupid glare. Camera. Alright, nope, it doesn't want to do a close-up. It's shy. Alright, so I got that, and I got this at the local fish store because it looked really cool. Whoop, sorry about that, guys. I'm getting antsy. I got it because I thought it was a really cool coral, and I still think it is a cool coral, but once you dive into the Acropora, I think it kind of just gets lost behind. But I still like it the way it like flutters in the current, and its fuzzy nature. It is cool. That's another thing I like about SPS. I hate SPS when their pulps don't show. Like, as you can tell, I love these because I like the way they sway in the motion, and I like SPS for their color and just their structure and the way they grow. But I like an SPS that has, you know, pulp extension. You know, I like my stuff like that. So I don't know. But so that's a cool thing about it, is it has nice pulp extension. This guy down here, my first SPS, the one in the back, it's a Indo purple tip staghorn, something like that. Not the one on the bottom that has all those cool pulps. The one up there. So I got it, and it was like when I first threw it in my tank was still young, and it just turned brown and went away. My nutrients were high, my parameters were, you know, up and down, but I really wanted a SPS, so I threw it in there. It didn't do nothing. It just, you know, stayed the brown color. Now as my tank's maturing, it's now like a reddish, not like a bright red. It's like a brown red, and it's got white tips. So I don't know if it's growing or if it's bleaching. I don't have high alkalinity, so I don't know. But the story with this coral is, I'd say a month ago, I switched from reef crystals to regular old instant ocean, just because my alkalinity with reef crystals was through the roof. It was like 12, and I didn't like that. I wanted to keep it a more lower number than that. And it's really expensive, and I've heard a lot of these people, they just use regular instant ocean, and that's fine. So I did that, and I love it. If you're making a decision about instant ocean or reef crystals, I mean, they're made by the same brand. Unless you have maybe a mature tank and you want to save some money with dosing 2-part or whatever you're dosing, instant ocean, to me, I like instant ocean. Alright, so let's keep moving. But it bleached. I'm guessing it bleached because of the pH swing. Nothing else was affected, but I didn't have a lot of SPS in the tank at the time. So I'm hoping that's why it bleached, so I can, you know, or necrosed. It didn't bleach all the way. It did that rapid necrosis thing. Only on the bottom, so I fragged it off and I moved it, and now it sits there. This is like what I like to call SPS Valley. I'm going to have probably SPS all, let me zoom out a little bit. My plan is to put SPS all on the top, do LPS in the front, and then, you know, throw in a couple soft corals, because who doesn't like soft corals? But who knows, we'll see. But I know for a fact right now this is going to be called SPS Valley. The camera doesn't pick up the three-dimensional part, but it slopes down, and it'll be really cool when everything grows up, and there's going to be, you know, a valley in there for the fish to swim through. Alright, so here we go to my other LPS. This is an A-can. I got this at the local fish stop on a Black Friday sale. I actually really like this coral. It grows fast for me. I got it as 3 heads, those 3 big heads you see, and it's got heads in the back and heads under it. I think it's starting to encrust on the rock. I feed it, you know, every time I do a water change, right before I take the water out, I'll feed it. It does catch some fish food when I feed the fish, and you know, maybe I'm bored one day, I'll throw some food in there. I really like that it has its tentacles out all the time. I think that's really cool, especially when you throw food in there, and you know, the tentacles grab it and swallows it. It's really fun to show people that these corals are living animals, and I think that's what it shows because it moves. They are colorful. This isn't the most colorful one. I've seen, you know, other colorful pictures of others, but they might be photoshopped, I'm not sure. But it really likes my tank. It grows fast, and I'm probably going to hopefully put more down there. Oh, there's Mr. Trigger. He's out today. Alright, so we'll go back up to SPS land up here. So right there is a Millipora. I forget what it was supposed to be when I bought it. I think it was supposed to be red. It's kind of like a dark red, purplish. I really like it because it encrusted to my rock like ridiculously fast for me. Like I said, I had bad experience with the SPS behind it, the staghorn. It didn't do nothing. It just necrosed on me. So I was kind of weary about buying more SPS. But so I bought this SPS, and I actually bought that SPS, and some SPS up on SPS Mountain, and they all encrusted ridiculously fast, like within a month or so. I mean, I was going through a phase where I didn't pay attention to my growth rates, and then one day I looked down and I saw that they were all encrusted to the rock, and I was like, wow. So yeah, it's got really good pulp extension, and I got it from Battle Corals. I really like Battle Corals. They are a little bit expensive. You don't get whole colonies or nothing like that. This was, I think, a 2-inch frag, 1-inch frag, something like that. The only thing that's a killer for him is his shipping is very expensive. It's like 50 bucks. As to compared to unique corals, it's like 15 bucks. But I don't know what he does, but his corals just grow ridiculously fast for me. I don't know what was going on. It's like SPS on steroids. Alright guys, I just looked at my time, and as always, I'm running out of time. So I'm going to make the coral video in 2 parts. Alright, sorry about that. Let me just do a nice good old tank shot for use. Alright, have a good day.